Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back once again to the Land of Odd. I am always your gracious host, Vicarian, and tonight might be the final installment of Final Fantasy II. At least, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Anyway, let's get into it. No hesitation, no. Well, no, let's have some hesitation because we should really catch people up on what's been happening in the game. We have joined a noble rebellion to fight against an evil empire, wielding a devastating doomsday weapon, which we blew up halfway through the game. Since then, we've been kind of running around. We retook the castle, met up with some people, did some stuff, found a book, the Ultima book. We also found a library that contained all of the plot information. It's always nice. And beyond that, now there is a giant tornado that we have to stop. Because, you know, that's within our power to do, is to stop tornadoes. Why me? Seriously. Why me? And, I don't even know where to begin with that one. But, yeah, that's where we got left off. I should also mention that, after last time, I decided to do some digging into the lore, and figure out what the heck was going on with the whole airship thing and everything. And, it turns out, and I have no idea if this was actually in the game text anywhere, but this was what was in the story synopsis. Hilda, Princess Hilda, or now Queen Hilda, was on the airship with Cid and got captured because they were coming to meet us at Kashuan. As far as I could tell, she never indicated she was going to meet us there. So I don't know why she was coming after spending the entire time in the rebel base. So they got captured, and it was during that capture that she actually got swapped out for the Lamia that we ended up having to fight, the fake queen. And then go and rescue the real one. So apparently that's when that happened. Maybe we would have been able to pick on that up earlier if we actually talked to her instead of just talking straight to Cid, and I don't know. But yeah, that's some little bookkeeping there. Cleanup. That's what happened. I had to go look that up because I had no way of knowing. The Emperor's foul magic can control even the winds. Poft, Palum, Altair, Gatria, all destroyed one after another. And now the Cyclone is headed for Finn. Okay, so what can you tell us about the Cyclone? The Emperor himself is controlling the Cyclone, I've no doubt. Okay. When the storm kicked up and the ship went down, I got separated from ye. I thought ye were dead for sure. It's good to be wrong now and again. I can't ask her anything. The ultimate magic is in our hands, but what good does it do us? Gordon, you are such a defeatist. The Cyclone will kill us before we even have a chance. Unless we sprout wings and learn to fly, I don't see how we can get into that Cyclone. Wyverns have wings? Of course. Helpful as always, gents. And your majesty. The audience chamber is right this way. Prince Gordon awaits! Oh, you make it sound so appealing. This is the second floor of Castle Flynn. Yes, it is. We will never rest until peace has been returned to the world. Fine. Sure. Does anyone have an idea how I'm supposed to fight a hurricane? If the Emperor can create a cyclone like that, there's no limit to his power. Are we completely powerless at the hands of the Emperor's magic? You don't think the Emperor could be inside the Cyclone? It's possible. Trying to get inside the Cyclone would be suicide. You'd be torn to shreds. And yet, I'm expected to do it. All destroyed. All destroyed. Yep. Oh, there's a Cyclone back there. Does anyone here have any ideas? Everybody's dead, Dave. A Cyclone appeared out of nowhere and started sucking people in. It was horrible. The way it moved almost seemed to have some sort of consciousness. I don't know. Let's ask the thief. Does the thief know anything? Come back here. Even if I had an army with you, it wouldn't help us this time. How can we fight a Cyclone? I don't know. You're planning on going into that thing? You do realize you're quite mad. Tell you what, I've been keeping a few things stashed away, and I want you to have them. Try feeling around the wall near me bed. You have a bed? Oh, you do! Oh. Oh! The ruby cuirass. The black garb. The thieves' gloves. The gold cuirass. The gold hairpin. An elixir. Blood sword! So, this is where we got the blood sword. Not the other place. That's why we couldn't find it. Oh. Well, at least we didn't miss it. And I am going to equip Furion with the blood sword. There. Well, thanks for that, even if you give me no ideas on how I'm supposed to get into that thing. Well, let's be safe. We learned that way back at the beginning. I guess we're just... Okay. Well, good news. We can't just walk into it. Oh, other fun fact I found out while I was looking around on the wiki trying to figure out the plot of this game. Apparently Rickard, although I don't think it ever comes up in the dialogue, his last name is Highwind. So he's the original Highwind of all the other Highwind fame. This is where that name got started. Apparently. Okay, so where do I go? What else is there? Well, how about that random-ass room that we found last time? The mirror is on the 3rd floor of the castle. Yep, mirror chamber. Sure, why not? That's the only other thing that we've established at some point that has not paid off in any way. So, sure. We'll give that a try. We're just wandering around here. Well, those are treasure chests. I don't need those. I hate it when the game doesn't give you any indication of where you're supposed to go next. Just, you know. Yep, hello. Not a ripple of imperfection mars the surface of this mirror. Ask it about the Cyclone. Ask it about wyverns? Oh, wait, no, I know. Wild Rose. Damn mirror. I don't know. Bunch of items here. Crystal rod? Nothing. I don't know. What else we got? Eggle's torch, don't think so. A pass? What was the pass for? The ring that was useful once, and I carry around with me. I still have the sunflower. I thought I chucked that into the... Sure, pendant. The mirror drinks in the light emitted by the pendant. You've got to be kidding me. How are you supposed to figure this out? Yep, that's the egg. Now it's digivolving. The image of a young wyvern shimmers in the mirror. The last wyvern egg has finally hatched, and a wyvern is speeding towards Finn. Cutscene. Holy crap. My name is Aang. I'm the last wyvern. And he just broke through the roof. Wyvern and Dragoon are together once more. The last of each. Well, that's fantastic. I'm so glad for you. How does that help us? Did I miss a clue somewhere that said, like, oh yeah, you gotta go show the thing to the thing, and then you get to talk to the wyvern, I guess? The mirror is a magic mirror for communication. Did we not explain that? It was in the manual. Okay, let's try this again. Now does it do something? Oh, apparently it does. Spooky Castle. Is it? Okay, so it's just floating. It's not. It's like a obelisk castle thing that floats in the middle of the whirlwind. Why? Cyclone, first floor. Sup, birds? Bye, birds. Oh, so that is what the blood sword does. It heals you. Maria still kicks butt. Okay, there's a door up. There's another door up. Let's try this one first. Okay. Gotta keep leveling up our flare. Hopefully this will do something. I mean, once you get Holy up to 7, it's pretty good. Where does this lead? We're already on the 3rd floor. We're doing good. And then it's going to make us go all the way back down and go down the other stairway, isn't it? Just know it is. Oh, I know it. Someone kill the bomb. Thank you. Flare increased to flare 3. Okay. Where does this go? Oh. Well, we keep taking the furthest one away. I'm sure we're missing all sorts of chests at this point, but... no idea where I'm going. Or if this is the right way. If this is going to get all the way to the end and then it's going to get like one chest. And then I have to go all the way back down. Oh, no, gotta go the furthest one away. Gotos, who looks like a wrestler? How a single target flare do? Oh, almost 1,000. Not bad. Whoa! What? I'm confused. No. That one. Thank you. Ooh, I got some wine. Yay! I made it to the 6th floor. A regular Lamia. I'm prepared for you this time. What's the weirdest thing? Why did the Lamia all of a sudden just be like, oh man, now I know I'm supposed to be under deep cover here while they torture the princess and etc., but I kind of just want to randomly seduce people now, out of nowhere. I swear that monster has a different name in the later series. The Wind Flute. Monster in a box. Whoa. Rickard, kill it! You're a dragon killing thing, right? That's what dragoons do? They kill dragons? Right? Just me? Well, that was quick. Door. 7th floor. We have lucked our way into the boss. The Emperor. So you've revived the wyverns, and now here you are. So that's why he killed the wyverns. He killed them all off because they were the only thing that could get into his magical Cyclone. Sounds ridiculous every time I say it. It's like Wizard of Oz up in here. Yet still, you are mere insects, unworthy of even being crushed under my foot. Okay, just a quick point of order here. Give me 1 second here. We're gonna have to lose the audio for a second. I want everyone to take a look on the side of the screen, the right side of my of the window here. You see that? That portrait is the portrait we've had this entire game of this person. Can you really blame me for thinking it was an empress this entire time and not emperor? I mean, it hardly ever comes up in dialogue, and you know, I was confused. I was wrong. But yeah, that's in case you were wondering why I kept thinking it was empress. It was that photo, that picture, that drawing. I just, for some reason, I always thought that was a woman. It looked like a woman to me. I don't know. Yet still you are... Oh yeah, we were to that line. Farewell. And he has horses in his throne room. Of course. Because he is that kind of person, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Emperor. Like, I don't think we've actually had any sort of dialogue or scene or anything until this point about the actual Emperor, other than he keeps killing everything. Like, he doesn't even seem to want to rule anything, because he just keeps killing everything. So what exactly does he... As I said, it's like, we know nothing about him. He's just generic evil big bad. And he gave us a warp tome. I guess is nice. Slow walk towards the Emperor. So you've some ability after all. Let us see how you manage against this! 3 more of the same guy. Okay. Is this all he's gonna do? We're gonna take like another step forward. He's like, well, how about 2 more? And they give us the stun tome. Quite extraordinary, really. It would appear I've sorely underestimated you. You should consider what I am about to do a great honor. I shall kill you personally. Now, he says personally, but then he has like 3 dudes with him. Including a wood golem. Which I just have to use fire against. There's no way around it. It's a wood golem. Although it looks like it's made out of rock, it's a wood golem. Fire level 11. Burn, Rocky. That was unbelievably satisfying. Blood Sword. Let's see if Blood Sword will do something to him. Because regular attacks don't seem to getting into him. But I think it's Rickard. I don't know what his stats are. That's... Okay, see? Rickard just sucks. Oh, and a Phoenix down. Haha, we have defeated you! No! I will not die! Sweet! It is over! We should get back to Finn. They'll be waiting. What's keeping this castle floating now? Through your efforts, we've finally defeated the Emperor. Thank you. The world was bound in darkness, but now the light of peace shines once more. Firion, Maria, Guy, Rickard? What more could we ask of you? The tales of your bravery will be handed down for generations. Now let us celebrate. Many have come hoping to catch a glimpse of the heroes who brought down the Emperor. I wouldn't want to disappoint them. Yay! Waltzing. Poor pirate lady. And Firion's dancing with Maria for some reason. They have some sort of relationship going? I don't know. And you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Pirate Girl is so awkward up there. Oh no! Empire music! My ladies, my lords, the Dark Knight, Leon, has declared himself Emperor. He's reorganized the Palamecian Empire. He'll send troops. He'll slaughter us all. Ugh. You just have a heart attack? It can't be. Leon. Who's Leon? The Dark Knight went and claimed himself the throne for himself. Yeah, I know. Wild Rose. Cyclone? Leon? The Dark Knight? But I thought he was your friend. Your brother. Oh yeah, that's right. I got a brother. I'll go to him. I'll make him understand. He must be acting under the spell of the Emperor. I know it. If he's ascended to the Emperor's throne, there's only one place he can be. Palamecia. Castle Palamecia is a fortress, situated high in the mountains. It cannot be approached on foot. Well, it's a good thing we've got a wyvern. Leon, the Dark Knight, do you really think you can fight Maria's brother? Yeah. This is our battle. You have to let us finish it. I had a feeling you'd say that. Just make sure you come back. What about Palamecia? It's an impregnable fortress. There's no getting in. You'll all die. Good luck. Luckily, Paul doesn't know the meaning of the word. I've heard him bragging about breaking in. Oh, good. Can we go talk to Paul again? Do you know anything about Palamecia? Paul was always bragging about how he broke in their old place. He'll talk your ear off about it if you want to give it half a chance. Less than half, really. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Paul. Get to Paul's house, there's just a note on his door going, "Go away, I've left, I'm never returning, leave me alone, no questions, no answers." Or he's just putting about in here again. Just when I think I got the Emperor out of my head, the Dark Knight has to go and louse things up again. Just when I think... I'm supposed to ask you. What? Hey, Cyclone. That Cyclone really did a number on me back in Paloom. Oi, my body ain't taking too kindly to the idea of moving around. Okay. Why are you in Paul's house? Said okay. Well, my mess is what I am. But my airship made it through without a scratch. I want to lend it to you. That's a lend, you hear me? I'll be wanting her back. You take good care of her. Sid? Sid, no! Hold on! Sweet, we got an airship. That was Sid's dying wish, you know. He knew he was dying. He was ready. He planned on giving you the airship when his time came. He loved that ship with all his heart, and he entrusted it to you because you bought passage on him one time. No one else ever did that. He'd been offering that service for about 30 years now. No one ever paid his prices till you. The time I snuck into the castle, I used a kite to land on the roof. The only way is in from the sky. The sky! If there was ever a time to use Sid's final gift here, I'd say this is it, wouldn't you? Okay. Well, that's what you want me to do. Okay, there's no airship. Where is airship? Where is airship? Is it on the map somewhere? Ship, airship. Seriously? You guys are jerks. So the town's really destroyed? Like, can you like... Oh yeah, you can't even go into them anymore. Wow. Talk about... So what? That leaves... How many places left? I said Paloom, Poft... Well, I guess Solomon made it through, probably? Finn is still around. Altair? No, they said Altair got destroyed, right? Nucidia probably is still around. I don't know, Altair looks fine. A sea dragon. You can tell they're not just serpents, they're dragons because it's purple. That's how that works. Cast flare to kill a fish. Betrayal Fang. Wait, don't tell me I went to the wrong town. No, supposedly this is where the airship's at. There we go. Ha 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 ha! No more random encounters for me! There's a snow cave. Yeah, see, Solomon looks fine. This is pretty much the towns that didn't have walls. Oh, there's a waterfall up here. Oh, nice! I didn't notice the castle was kind of 3D. And I suppose I should go back and visit Diced, because I heard you should do that before you lose Rickard. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Rickard's just gonna die. We know Rickard's gonna die. We all know Rickard's gonna die. How many people have lived? Hey. The kid's name is Kane? How did I not pick that up before? Are you really a dragoon? I am the last dragoon. Your father was a good friend. He was family. I plan to get my revenge enough for him and everyone else. Once the Emperor's dead, I'll be back. We killed the Emperor, but the first Emperor, I guess. Once I am, I'll raise you. I'll raise you to be a fine dragoon. Okay, I guess. All I know is I want you to get that Emperor. Huh. Like there'll ever be a dragoon named Kane. Rickard, you're alive. Alina, where are Philip and the others? Have they really all been killed? They have. After you left, we lost the Wyverns, and then it was only a matter of time. On the plus side, no one ever found out about our affair. Alina, I want you to be strong. I'm here, and when the fighting is over, I'll come back. You and Kane look after Deist for me until then. Oh, this is the same dialogue over and over again. Oh, my bad. What's in here? Nothing. The other Wyvern didn't even show up in here. Alright, well, there's your nice little dialogue bit. Rickard got to say hello, and we got a Easter egg that won't pay off for another 2 games. Now let's go kill an Emperor! And the new Emperor. There. Land there. There we go. You know, I just really noticed they used the Palamecian Empire music in Final Fantasy XIV for the Empire. Like, it comes up a lot. I've never noticed that. It's a slightly different arrangement, but yeah, now I'm hearing it. It's absolutely the Final Fantasy II music. Haha, we've entered the door. Oh no! We fell for the trap. I guess? The Diamond Cuirass. Whoa! That sword really works good on those guys! Even here. Oh wait, no. Did the soul thing actually reverse it? Did we take damage from that? So if you drain, like, an undead enemy, it hurts you. Okay. We're calling something like that. It's kind of like the opposite effect of, like, when you use, like, Phoenix Down to instant kill them. Bully level went up, though. Hey, an extra flare. What? How many fights are you going to make me get just to get out of this room? God, Cure Furia. It's nice to get all this money for the final dungeon. Ah, you guys! I hate these guys. I don't know what. Just their masks, plus their shirtlessness and capes, and everything about their design just makes me feel uneasy. Record has a shield level? The Black Knight! Not to be confused with the Dark Knight. It's a completely different knight. This one's kind of bluish, I guess. Okay. We've already had less luck than we had with the last dungeon, so let's see where this goes. And this just leads to a chest. Ooh, Stone Golem and Vampire Girls. Jeez. Stone Golem tough. Vulnerable to Blood Sword, though. Interestingly enough. Hourglass. Monster. Okay. Burp, 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 burp. There. I think we're finally at the proper upper floor now. Why out of all the enemies in this game, those ones I find the most unsettling? I will never know. Ether! It's the second to last dungeon. You think you can maybe step that up a bit? Maybe like an, I don't know, an X-Ether? Take that. Oh, so it's not the blood sword that's more effective, it's just Rickard that sucks. Good to know. A buckler. It's with all the crappy weapons. Oh yeah, see, that was undead. Vampires are undead. Right. I kind of feel dumb doing that. My bad. Yeah, like, aren't these things like in later games called like hexa something? Hexapods or something like that? The columns covered in eyeballs? They become a regular enemy. They're just not called amoebas. Ah, a bunch of Lamia. Rickard do something. I don't know. You're not really good for much. Although apparently he was good enough for doing just enough damage to kill that one. Aha, big open area. Surely this can only... is pointless. Completely. Of course, there's a monster in the box the one time. Imperial Shadow, which is just a recolored version of the Emperor? That has, like, no health. I'll take it. Okay, Rickard. Maybe it's because your equipment sucks. There. Maybe now you can do something slightly more effective. I don't know. Oh, what? It's an undead? How are you supposed to get Imperial Shadow as undead? Here. It's like, wait. There it is, that part. The that plays in Final Fantasy 14 when you see gets like an Imperial cutscene. Why do they have so much wine? I guess that explains the outfits. Alright. Oh, no, actually, maybe it was the weapon. It's seems to be doing much better with a better spear. Saint's Spirit. I don't know what that is. Go up. now. I wasted all of my dungeon luck on that first place. Cyclone. Apparently had a castle in it. It stayed aloft. There's a chest over there. I wonder if that Thunder Spear would be any good if we had like a Iron Golem show up. Voichi's bow? Is this... Oh, well, at least it led to something. A bunch of staves. Yay. Okay, you attack... Actually, better plan. Just cast Holy this time. Don't want to accidentally attack the zombie girls. Or the vampire girls. The undead. Did nothing. And unlike those random enemies that we fought that one time, or puddings, slimes, things, apparently 0 damage is not enough to... Oh, don't do that. It only froze Rickard. I like how Stop just puts Paralyze on you then. I mean, I guess back now, like in the second game, they kind of had similar effects. Whereas like in later games, Paralyzed, Stunned, which is what Paralyzed would later become, would be kind of something where it's like a chance to not act, whereas Stop was freeze you completely as well as your ATB gauge. Oh. Should have gone right. Of course. You know, I'll be honest, the Palamecians are maybe the best, like, conquering bad guys who, like, take over and, like, blow things up, and we've mastered conquering over the demons of hell and whatnot, but man, are they lousy architects. Look at all this wasted space. It's like everything is just long hallways. There's hardly any rooms. Which, I mean, I suppose that's good, because it means no doors. You know how I feel about doors. But, why did you just kill that one? That's weird. But yeah, there just seems to be like, you know, for a castle, should be like maybe some more open areas? I mean, honestly, it just feels like I'm walking around the ramparts. Maybe I am. Maybe that's the big thing. It's like, maybe this is just like, because we fell in a trap door, maybe this entire area that we're going through here is actually just specifically for people who fell down that trap door. Like, this is all just a death trap. And the actual castle is on all these areas that seem to be blank. And that's where the actual castle is, where everyone lives. But then why would they put treasure in here? I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be my best guess, is the fact that we are not actually in the castle proper. We are in kind of a trapped death gauntlet made for intruders. Probably after Paul got in here last time. That or Paul was too smart to fall for the trap, which, knowing Firion, not impossible. Eighth floor. Jeez. It's the long way up, guys. Isn't this where we came in originally? No? Alright, there's the Dark Knight brother character. I'm kind of... Can I just say how let down I am that the big reveal that the Dark Knight was Leon was like such a throwaway line with like some random dude who just dies. It's like, oh yeah, the Dark Knight, Leon. Everyone, what? Leon? It's like not like a Darth Vader moment where it's like the Dark Knight has taken the throne and you get to all the way here to the Dark Knight and he takes off his helmet and goes, yes, it is I, sister. Like, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting that reveal. And instead they just drop it with some random dude that, quite honestly, no one cares about. Where are my ethers? I have one ether. I'll give you guys these. I don't need the heals, but man, do I need the MP? I expected you to come, Firion. Do you really think you can kill me? Stop! Both of you! Why do you insist on fighting, Leon? Weak words from the weak. Do you know what rules the world? Power. Sheer power. Unlimited power. The Imperial throne is mine. The weak cannot survive without the strong to control them. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire?
delusions of grandeur do not become you, Leon. Though I find the thought of you as Emperor quite deliciously absurd, it ends now. This world can have but one Emperor, and I am he.
You're alive?
What are you?
Not that it matters. The Empire is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over.
The Empire? Ha! I have no need for such trifles now. All the worlds shall fall by my hand, and the powers I gained in hell. And your blood will be the first to spill.
Call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. Rickard, what are you doing? What about Kane? You may have a little trouble spilling the blood of Rickard Highwind, the last of the Dragoon.
Pathetic insect. I will enjoy making you rue those words.
May the spirits of the Dragoons lend me their strength. Rickard! Whoa. So whose attack was that? Rickard's or the Emperor's? Dracula? Okay. Firion, what has happened? You're the Dark Knight. He's also Leon. You best start explaining. The Emperor has risen from hell. Rickard died so that we could escape. Yosef, Minul, Sid, Rickard, all dead. I don't know how much more I can take. While the Emperor lives, more will die. Leon. Princess, let Leon join us. Please. The Dark Knight? A rebel? I leave the decision to you. Leon, let's fight the Emperor together. Please. Maria. Firion. All right. The audience chamber is right. Yes, I know. You say that to me every time I get Prince Gordon. No, wait, I know. This is the second floor of Castle Finn. I'm gonna punch you. You will never rest. Okay. Apparently, the people on the first floor are the only useful ones. The risen soul of the Emperor must be destroyed. See, that's relevant. Pandaemonium is a castle illusion. Its form appears in our world, but the true castle is rooted in hell. I've heard stories of a lake that leads to the underworld. But they're only stories. Yeah, well, that's a better lead than I am so far, so let's go for it. But first, the inn. There's a lake. We gotta find a lake. Where are there lakes? Enlarge map. No lake. 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 There's a lake. There's a big lake. I don't know. I mean, if there's a lake, it's not really on the map. I mean, there's... Wait. Aha! Way down here, there is a dot. I do not believe we've been to this dot. This is a mysterious dot. To the mysterious dot! Wait, where am I in relation to the dot? Ah, directly north of the dot. Excellent. Hey, the dot is a lake. Can I land in the lake? Of course not. The stories! They were true! The Jade Passage. And there's a random white dragon. And there's a door. And there's a door. We're gonna see if we can find a way to get out of here. It doesn't involve the door. Oh, a random abyss worm. Lovely. It's a giant purple worm. I wonder if that's a reference. Diamond mace. I suppose I should, give Leon stuff. There. Fine. Of course. Of course. Everyone else focus on the vampire lady that doesn't drain with their weapon attacks. Okay, so that was a bust. The Great Malboro. I preferred being called Frank. No, you are the Great Malboro. Yeah, but my friend called me Frank. I'm not your friend. You killed Frank! Genji gloves. Neat. More doors. Yep, that's a bad door. You killed Frank! Leave Frank alone! And a salamander. Clearly a cold-based enemy named after Salamand. Yep. We're doing this trick again. The stairs are going to be behind the... No, because no, there's no way they're going to put the stairs behind the door that's right next to the other stairs. It's just not going to happen. It's a trick. It's a tricky trick, and I'm not going to fall for it. That is my character arc for this game. I have learned that I don't need to open all the doors. I'm sure it's not going to be ever a problem again in this game series. So, what's our read on this new Emperor? Came back from hell. That's cool. Wants to raise taxes, though. Well, wants to create jobs. But, wants to create them by enslaving us all into evil minds. But that's job security. Okay, this is the furthest possible door you can get. So I'm assuming it's going to be this one. And yes, some of these doors might have treasure. And you might be going, Fry! The treasure! To which at this point, I point out, do I really need it? Damn! Well, at least it's a dragon. I think it really says something that the dragons so far have been like the least annoying enemies that I've run into. It's like I'm sitting there like a dragon appears and it's like, oh, thank you. I was hoping there wasn't going to be more of those salamanders. It's gotta really bruise your ego if you're the dragon though. Let's see, do plants like... Probably don't like fire as much. Leon, how come you don't have any magic? You are the Dark Knight. Did I teach anyone Ultima? Just occurred to me. Did I ever actually teach anyone Ultima? No! There. Furion, you can know Ultima. I guess the ultimate magic wasn't exactly that necessary in the grand scheme of things. Let's see what it does, though. I mean, the ultimate magic, ladies and gentlemen. Outdone by a punch. I mean, I know it's level 1. The point is... why does the water hurt? it be so much to ask that the ultimate magic, of which only one person can learn, and there's only one copy of the tome in all of existence, that's been built up through the majority of this game as being the ultimate destructive weapon that can turn the tide at the end of the world, just start at max level? Am I wrong and just... Can't that be the case here? Do I really have to level it up? I mean, come on, Ultimate Magic. You're making me look bad next to everybody else. You know? Oh boy. I see the multiple doors down there. I know what that means. Aw, he's gonna die before I get it off. Okay. Wait, I was going up to get the chest. Rune Axe. Monster Box. The King Behemoth. Still looking very weird from how he will eventually evolve into what it looks like. But, hey everybody, the very first appearance of the King Behemoth! Round of applause for the King Behemoth! Yay! Now let's blow it up. Way to ruin a setup. Of course, it's Mighty Maria who finishes it off. Ow! Ooh! Eee! Cold! Nope, ignoring you. But this water does not hurt me. For reasons. Okay, we got 3. Middle? Of course not. Okay, 1 or 3, 1 or 3, 1 or 3. 1 or 3. Do I have a die? D6 or something. Flip a coin. Do I have a coin? No. Spin a battery. Sure. If it ends on the left or right side. Ooh, oh, okay. Not much of a spin, but sure, we'll do 3 next. Why not? It's a 50-50 shot. Hey, thank you, battery. You got it right. I'm going to get... what I want is to get all the way to the bottom of hell. And for there to be beavers. Just a bunch of beavers hanging out in hell. You're like, what are you guys doing down here? Chod Snick! What do you mean you're the son of the devil? Chod Snick. Door? Oh, chests. That's something, right? Oops, no. Please do not use Ultima yourself. So, do we know why this is called the Jade Passage? Like, at all? Because that sounds actually really pleasant. Like, oh, the Jade Passage. Come to the Jade Passage. Portal to hell. Dragon armor. Holy Lands. This would have been great if Rickard were here. Mega parasites. Again, what an interesting plot point that would have been. That parasites were turning people into monsters. I mean, granted, it wasn't the most original idea, but I mean, to be fair, when this game was made, it kind of was. The blood sword is apparently great on dragons. This is what we have learned. Hey, basement 5. Is this the end? Is this going to take us to hell? Are we going to go with 5 or 10? It's always 5 or 10. We got a big black pit. That seems to me imply there's nothing below us. Maybe there isn't hell. Maybe hell is other people. Maybe Leon is hell. Maybe this game is hell. I can't. This game isn't that bad. I mean, it's definitely not one of the better Final Fantasies, but I've played way worse games, especially out of the NES era. I own a few. I can tell you stories about a little game called Digger T Rock. I'm still hoping one day shows up at, like, Games Done Quick's events. Just so I could see someone kick that game's butt. Ice Storm. Ice Storm 16. Ooh. Ultimate increased again. Let's see, the path keeps going. I'm gonna guess that's not the right door. I do like the fact that the blood sword actually gets a cool little like reddish glowy sprite when you attack with it. I always appreciate like weapons that have unique appearances in combat in these games, especially in like the sprite based, like the old school series games, you know, 1 through 6, where pretty much almost everything just used like default sprites and everything like that. But there's usually 1 or 2 weapons in a game that will have a unique appearance. In 6 you have like the Ultima weapon and Ragnarok that take on like this lightsaber appearance when they're used. And I always loved that, which sucked because, I mean, Ultima weapon had some very tricky properties to it, and Ragnarok would require you giving up on a potential summon, and one of the few ways to learn, I want to say Ultima. We'll get to that when we get to that. That's still 4 games down the line from where we're at now, so. The Jade Passage is not very Jade. But is hell very hell? This is the castle of hell. Pandaemonium. Fun fact for all you 14 players watching. Pandaemonium is going to be the next raid series in Endwalker. So, take notes. We might be seeing some of these things in here again soon. I find it weird that Lamia aren't resistant to poison. Okay, not gonna lie. Granted, did crap damage, but that was a pretty cool animation. Wave. Wave. These are not doors. Mithril Golem. Hell has so much mithril, they're able to make golems out of it. Whoa. Guy can't even get a good hit in. But Leon can. It's probably because he's dealing non-physical damage with his weapons. Whoa. Hell is actually kind of pretty. Virion, what? Not like it's gonna do us any favors to not be honest. What are they gonna do? Send us to hell? Whoa. Can I steal that back, or are you undead? No, you're not undead. Like how there's no more chests. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually like a decent step up in difficulty, even for us. Now, since physical damage is not gonna do much on the mythical golems, we'll focus on like elemental attacks then. Untyped damage. Really? So apparently the trick with these guys is what? Thunder? They're weak to thunder? I suppose they are metal. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how silly I sound. Yes, the metal golems are weak to thunder. Fair, okay. Oh wait, no, I wanted to go this way. So why was Leon the bad guy? Why did he become the Dark Knight? Because he thinks that they could have survived if they had just surrendered and joined with the Empire? Versus them all getting slaughtered in the woods? I guess that would have made more sense then if, like, Leon was the one that ended up, like, revealing that he was the one who worked with Borgin to betray the rebellion. Because he's like, it's better to work with those who are strongest than beg on the knees or whatever. I mean, it would have been something, but as it stands now, I don't think he has a motivation other than, like, I don't know, he read Thomas Hobbes in high school? Beast Demon! Well, like, what is his motivation? Why do all this? Why try and take over the Empire? Why do it all in secret? Apparently it wasn't that much of a secret because some random guard's like, oh yeah, Leon, the Dark Knight. It just feels like that should have been a bigger reveal, too. Overall, it just... everything with Leon just kind of bugs me. Portal me. Hell barbershop poles? I am slowly growing more and more disappointed with that Ultima magic every single time I cast it. Like, I'm sure it turns into something awesome. But dang, does it make me feel like it was not worth the effort that we went through to get it. Wow, there's a treasure chest. Okay, yes, they're actually called curls. Coerls. They, at this point, the name has first appeared here. I was right. That's what they were supposed to be. It just wasn't called that yet. But yeah. Cool. The lightning whisker cats. Another elixir. That's good. Replenish my MP at the end. Of course. The one person who actually just tries to stab it is the first one to go. Why is Leon's initiative order so quick? Well, this feels pointless. Just gonna try stabbing it, see how long that takes. So, what do we think these walls are made out of? Crystal? Hell is all crystal? Why does an illusion of the Castle of Hell show up in the world? This game raises so many questions. It hurts my head. I don't even know. What the heck is going on? It's like, I guess this is supposed to be crystal, but like, or like, ooh, it's scary flesh, but pink-ish. But I'll be honest, the only thing it makes me think of every time I see the little crystal purple panels on the wall, buttholes, like super close up. I know, weird thing to say, right? But look at them. You can't tell me that there's not a resemblance. Okay? Just anatomy-wise. Birdies. What does curse do? Dire wolves or devil wolf. Excuse me, they're not dire wolves, they're devil wolves. Casting like level 16 magic, which for the record is the highest rank a spell can actually get in this game. And they're throwing fortunes of money at us that none of us can use. Because there's no leaving this place. I don't think. Maybe there will be. Maybe there'll be like a point of no return teleport. No. Down. There we go. There's the teleport to the next floor. In front of the weird wall panel. Oh. You've made big, elaborate, fancy doors to torment me. This is hell. Oh, hey, they actually know Blaster. That's neat. So not only are they actual of the co-roll, but they actually already have their like iconic move this far back. That's cool. It's always nice to see that. Kind of find things that like find the roots of them. Are you telling me I got it right in one? Or no? I don't know. And then suddenly the enemies seem a little weaker. I'm very suspicious. I swear, if this is a big elaborate ruse, yeah, this is a dead end. There's a chest. That's it. How many Lamia queens are there? Maybe they're just like regular Lamia that keep getting upgraded? Because I keep killing them? Oh! What are you doing here, Tiamat? Ooh, nice upgrade. Visually, at least. See if it does any more damage. A little bit more. Not as much as Flare. Should have just stuck with the Blood Sword. You know, given this animation, you can kind of, if there was the original game had anything like that in terms of animation, you can see why this spell would eventually be renamed Nuke when it came stateside for the first time. Yeah, Leon, just hit things. No one cares about you. I know in the first game I spent all this time theory crafting, like trying to figure out like the plot and everything. I really haven't done that in this one. I've been mostly just making snarky jokes. And honestly, that's just because this one just does not really give you much to work with. I mean, there's not much of the story to theory craft in the first place. Okay. There's an emperor. He wants to take over the world by destroying it for some reason. He starts summoning demons and monsters from hell. How? Why? Meh. The rebellion fights back. They need to get the ultimatum to do it. Why? 6th floor. I mean, clearly the ultimatum is not invaluable. It's not like things here are weak to it or something. I mean, we haven't got to the final boss or anything like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got all the way to final demon emperor thing and be like, yeah, it just does normal spell damage. Like, would anyone be shocked by that? I mean, I'm leveling up because I think Ultima as a concept is a cool spell. But Leon, everyone almost gets killed running away from the Empire. Everyone goes and joins the rebellion, except for Leon, who randomly decides to join the Empire as the Dark Knight. Becomes like one of the big head honchos, like overnight. Despite learning no spells. Astaroth. Why do I feel like I know that name? They build their ultimate doomsday weapon, the Dreadnought. It gets destroyed because we chuck a chunk of a meteor into its engine. Leon continues to play the mystery game by hiding himself and going, oh ha 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 ha. Oh, Luke, I am not of any relation to you. Ha ha ha. We do a bunch of missions that really don't seem to go anywhere. So we retrieve the ultimatum. And that has seriously not paid off. We go and get the Dragoons, but they're all dead, and we meet the last Dragoon completely by coincidence that has nothing to do with our mission. The only thing that really comes out of that is we eventually get a Wyvern to help us go into a Cyclone, and the Cyclone seems to only exist in the story to justify having the Wyvern. Because why else is there a tornado? That has never been alluded to. It's not like people are going like, I heard that the Emperor can control the elements themselves. No, there's nothing like that. It's just out of nowhere. The Emperor has a tornado base. Like, this week on G.I. Joe. I mean, if we just skipped it and then, like, took the airship to hunt down and finish off the Emperor. I mean, just went full Return of the Jedi. Show up, fight Leon, the Dark Knight, get revealed that he is Leon. Defeat him. And then reveal that the Emperor is, like, using the powers of hell to, like, become immortal or some such. And Leon has a change of heart because he's like, that's not strength. That's just using a cheat. That's not being the strongest. And helps us kill the Emperor. But then he comes back as Super Demon Emperor Guru. Where am I going? I mean, I'm on the 7th floor now. But I've gone through like 3 portals. Starting on the 6th floor. I don't even know. I am so... whatever. I am beyond trying to make heads or tails of this game at this point. I mean, that's what the tornado thing gets to me. Like, it eats at me because, like, I enjoy telling stories. I am a writer. I am a storyteller. I am a dungeon master of going on a decade of running games for people. And I've gotten quite a few compliments about my story skills, I must say. And I can't, for the life of me, figure out why the tornado was a necessary part of this plot. Comes out of nowhere. All it does is like, oh, well, you defeat the Emperor. But that's just a psych out. And then Leon becomes the Emperor for all of a hot minute. The spell is just doing nothing. Like, compare it to Flare. I mean, if I could summarize the story of this game in any simple way, it would just be big, elaborate, set-piece adventures that really just lead to nothing. Like, why did we need the Ultimatome? Well, it can only be used when the end of days is upon us. Okay. Why? What about this magical tome justifies that? Because right now, all it does is, like, mediocre damage. Don't attack him. The Dragoons were... I mean, one shows up, does a couple missions with you as a guest character. Wyvern shows up all of once that could have been filled in, honestly. Well, I mean, if you insisted on having the tornado, why not just make it the excuse to get the airship? Why have the Wyvern? So what I mean, it's just kind of like a baffling series of like events that just lead to non-start plot points. And now we've just run into bombs and a Thunder Gigas in here for some reason. Maybe I'm wrong about Ultima. Maybe it will do like triple damage on the Emperor when I fight him. But I'm not holding out hope. So far, the best part of this game has been the beavers. I was right when I said this is when the game peaked, because dang, it really was. Those beavers made me so happy. The beavers. Chocobos. I mean, that's really the payoff in this whole playing through this, is I'm not going to go back and sit there and I'm not going to probably ever play this game ever again, honestly. But it was kind of neat to see this is where all these different things that have become staples of the Final Fantasy franchise, how many of them first appeared in this mess of a game. Which I suppose, if you're a content creator, is actually kind of encouraging in some ways, if you think about it. Like, even a disaster can end up being like a big inspiration that ends up setting the tone for decades and ends up having value in it to the point that you can have parts of it that carry on and become so commonly known and so recognized that they become synonymous with the franchise. And they're from this crappy second game in the series. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We're doing this trick again? Oh no, it's not an infinite loop. No, what? Oh. That was anticlimactic. I thought it was going to do the big looping room thing like they did in the Air Castle in the first game, where you have to like loop through it until you find the place in the giant grid. But nope, it was just a big room for some reason. Alright. Let's get everyone topped off. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Leon, you just get some high potions because you have like no MP. But just on the rare, impossible chance that something does happen. Here, you can have flare. And do I have any others? Probably had some more. There, yeah, that's what I wanted. Good. Life. Now you have the power to take life and give it. Congrats. Optimal. Cat claws. No. Blood sword. There. And save. Right in front of the final boss. With 1,397,845 gil. With just over 15 hours to beat the game.
You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me. But the hand of a man, which deals in false justice and forsaken love, can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell.
Wait, what? What does that even mean? Forsaken love? Ultimate, here. Does it do anything? Does it do anything special? Is it just going to deal a couple hundred damage? You tell me. Game. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Fuck you. Yeah, kill Leon. I don't care. He's dead to me anyway. Just smack the crap out of him. Starfall 10. What? Well, it's supposed to be like Meteor. Whoa. Really? His physical defense seems to be pretty high. I mean, let's see what Holy does compared to Ultima. Leon, you keep being useless. You are worse than Gordon, Leon. Yes, kill him. Do it! I'm not gonna heal him. Wait, I didn't see how much Holy did. Shoot, I was too busy taunting. Leon's Flare 1 did almost about as much damage as Ultima. We're done. That's it. Screw ye, Mr. Emperor. Done.
But I am the Emperor of Hell.
Speaking of which, where is he gonna go now? He's double hell?
Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you? Unga. Next time, get it!
It's done. Now let's get out of here. Nod. It's finally over, isn't it? Is that a question? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. With the combined strength of Cashwan and Finn, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I stand here a new coward. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Look at you. You realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with that empire gone? You put me out of a job. I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. So Paul's dead. You sure showed him, Firion. You're every bit the bloke I pegged you for. You pegged him? If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating... What? That's not sit well with you, Maria? Haha, looks like your next battle's already begun, Firion. You did it. I'm sure my dad's happy for you, too. Up there, above the clouds. I'm gonna be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. So what you're saying is, now that we killed your dad, I mean, not that we killed him. That was his fault, for the record. For the record, his fault. We were all agreed on that. But, kind of helped you step up in life, huh? 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 The ghost of Yosef! Yosef? We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. We must rebuild the Taco Bell. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. Where are you going? War finally over. Yeah. We can live in peace again. Together. Right, Leon? For us, there can be no going back. But why? Don't go. Firion, stop him. Stab him. Something. Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. Not now. He can take it. Because he's not the brother you deserve, but the brother you need right now. A dark knight. Leon, when the time is right, we'll be waiting. Thanks, dead guys. Not our fault. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandaemonium. The monsters plaguing the world. Hell had vanished without a trace. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend. And the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. Final Fantasy II. Okay, final thoughts. Final thoughts. If the first game in the series was a good idea for a D&D campaign, this game feels like a bad run D&D campaign. That's just it. That boils down to it. There's complicated plot threads that lead to absolutely nothing or to like minimal payoff that do not justify the amount of effort it took to get there. If I were a player in that D&D game, I would be annoyed. It's cool to see where all the things set up. It definitely sets the tone for all the games going forward about a group of young heroes that save the world. Like, the Warriors of Light in the first game kind of were like enigmas of like, you didn't know where they came from and everything like that. And you didn't know their age, you didn't know anything about them. There was no, they were just generic stand-ins, all of them. So when you came down to it, it really didn't set up what we see later in the series. This game does. This game sets up a lot of what we see later in the series, and really actually ends up becoming more of an inspiration to what comes later in terms of elements, monsters, kind of the progression of trends of walking, maybe chocobos, then you get a boat, then you get an airship. They eventually drop the canoe idea. But it's the progression of transport gets solidified here. The young heroes out to save the world from impossible odds, no matter how ridiculous. I would say, really, when it came down to it, this is probably the worst Final Fantasy game, at least in the mainline series. I can't imagine the other ones I haven't played yet are worse than this. This is, I mean, the mechanics really are what kills it, for one. Two things. One, the plot. The plot makes no sense. There's no justification for half the things that happen, and the other half of things that happen just feel meaningless in the grand scheme of things. So it's either random or pointless. And that comes down to the fact that, quite honestly, it drives me nuts. Because, yeah, it doesn't feel like anything has any sort of weight. It either feels like things are just going to be handed to you, or the plot is just going to happen. And, oh, that's right, I forgot about this. The Dawn of Souls version of the game that I actually have, and we've been playing through here, actually added an extra chapter to Final Fantasy II that allows you to play through a secondary campaign where you take on the roles of all the party members that died and their battle through hell that actually ends up happening at the same time. And ends up... It's not important. Generally, essentially, it comes up with this convoluted thing that, like, the Emperor, when he died, he got split into two. A Dark Emperor and a Light Emperor. And Furion fights the Dark Emperor, and the dead characters fight the Light Emperor in hell. Because it turns out that it doesn't matter if it's the Dark Emperor or the Light Emperor, they're both bad guys. The Emperor's just a bad guy. Because he doesn't have any other personality. He's just the bad guy. You don't even know he doesn't even have a name, and I don't think. He's just the Emperor. So, and then you add on to the fact that the mechanics, the leveling your skills thing, a system that would eventually get fleshed out much better in the Mana series, and build on that concept a lot better, and they would, level up the magic and stuff like that. I still have my problems with the mechanical aspect of the Mana series with the leveling, and especially when it comes to magic. It's just annoying to keep everything up to date and everything like that. In this game, it's even less because everything is based off of it. There's just... You can't even build up things like your intelligence and your dexterity and your strength and all that stuff, your secondary stats, besides just weapon proficiency. Your other stats are also based off of just random background skill gains. So there's nothing that just ends up hitting a wall. You end up having to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, hoping that you leveling up's the right things, but you have to use it to gain it. So you're like Leon at the end. No matter what we did, he had 5 MP. Why? Because he never cast a spell, so he never gained more MP. Which is a neat idea, I guess, in like general usage. But in the end, it comes down to just being frustrating. Because you're constantly feeling like you're trying to dig your way out of a hole. You don't start decent and then get better. You start sucking at everything. And then by the end of the game, you might get to the point where you could do 1 or 2 things well. And that's just... It doesn't feel like a good system where it feels like you're just constantly running on a treadmill getting nowhere. I'm kind of glad they really just did away with this whole system. And I guess that would be the final thoughts on Final Fantasy II. Because I am not doing the Soul of Rebirth. I mean, I'll save it just in case we ever decide. Maybe someday, if I'm bored, we'll come back to it. But honestly, I'm done with this one. And I'm glad to be done with it. But I'm also glad I played it. Because like I said, this is where a lot of it got started. This is where so much of what would become identifiable ideas that would be forever associated with this franchise got their start in this game. So I'm glad I played it. I'm also glad I'm done with it. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Next time, maybe we'll take a break from the retrospective. Maybe I told some people I was going to be playing through the patch 5.5 content for Final Fantasy XIV as I'm getting ready to write the Shadowbringers story summary. So maybe we'll play through that on stream. Always fun. And then we'll move on to Final Fantasy III, which we will be playing the Pixel Remastered version, now that those are out. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and listening to me frustratingly try and pull my way through the end of this game. As always, you can find me and find these videos of this recording. You can find me at landofod.net, which is my website. There's also links there to my YouTube channel, which is where all this gets hosted afterwards. Beyond that, you can always follow me here on Twitch. Get notified of things. I believe I got some bookkeeping here at the very end to some thank yous from some recent follows that we've had. That I forgot to do at the beginning of the stream. But you can also follow me on Twitter at Vrykirian. The link is down below the Twitch video here, or on the website as well. And from there, you can follow me there. I usually do commentary, jokes, funny stuff, and then of course always announce when I'm going to be streaming and stuff like that. So you can always catch me there. With that said, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our recent follows here before we're done. Big thank you to MorbidBeast07 for the follow. And of course, there's one for Mausha. Thank you for the follow. And hopefully we'll all have a good time and check out Final Fantasy III together. Oh, accidentally put that one up twice. Sorry about that. Okay, that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you all have a good week. I'll see you maybe next weekend.